Hello and welcome to my video lecture on using arithmetic expressions in PHP. So a lot of this, since you are in college, so many of this should be fairly straightforward and self-explanatory. Obviously the addition operator does addition. So again, 5 plus 7 equals 12. Subtraction, right? Multiplication is done with the asterisk. Um, Division is done with the forward slash. The percent sign used as an arithmetic operator is the modulus operator, uh, and that will give you the remainder. So for instance, 13 modulus 4, which would be 13 divided by 4, leaves a remainder of 1, right? So 4 times 3 is 12, 13 minus 12 is 1, there's your 1. The plus plus operator increments by 1. So if we have a variable called $counter and we do a plus plus after it, it will add 1 to the counter. We will see this more when we get into looping, primarily the for loop. And the minus minus, when used with a variable, subtracts 1 from the counter. Some simple numeric expressions, right? So I can do straight assignments, right? 14, so $x is equal to 14, $y is equal to 8. There's my simple assignment. And then $result can equal x plus y, or $result could equal x minus y, or $result could equal x times y, or $result can equal x divided by y, or $result can equal x modulus y. And then if we do an increment to x, instead of being 14, x would now be 15. So we're actually changing the value of x when we do the increments. And when we decrement y, since y was 8, the result of decrementing y would be 7. Statements that calculate a discount, so we've seen this in chapter 1. So if we set up our list price variable equal to 1995 and set up the discount percent to equal 20, we can say that the discount amount is going to equal the list price times the discount percent times 0.01. So that we can find the discount amount. And then the discount price would be the list price minus the discount amount. Again, all of these expressions have to end with a semicolon to be valid PHP expressions. The order of precedence, so depending on how things are going to happen, incrementing and decrementing from left to right is going to happen first. Then multiplication, division, and the modulus operator. Again, evaluated from left to right, and then addition, and finally subtraction, again, left to right. We can alter that using parentheses, and again, you're probably used to this from some of your basic math courses in high school. If we do 3 plus 4 times 5, what's going to happen is 4 times 5 is going to take precedence, so we're going to get 20 plus 3. So 4 times 5 is going to happen first, and then we're going to add 3 to get 23. If we use parentheses, parentheses changes the order of operations, since anything inside parentheses is going to be operated on first. So in this case, we're going to get 3 plus 4, which is going to be 7, and then 7 times 5 is going to equal to 35. We will play around with that more later. We have compound assignment operators as well. When we do this, instead of just doing an equal sign, this is going to be what's known as a compound assignment. So whatever we have on the left side of this expression is going to have that operation done to it using whatever is on the right side. So we can have concatenation at top, addition is the second one, subtraction is the third one, multiplication, division, and then modulus. So at first you might be like, what? I've never seen those kind of symbols before. That's okay. Let's take a look at what we're talking about. So 2 ways to append a string to a variable. So if we use the standard assignment operator, where it's just an equal sign, and we have Ray, and then we want to concatenate that with Harris, we would use the dot concatenation operator between name and Harris. In this case, you'll notice that we're using the same variable in both places. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that. I would much prefer seeing this as a full name instead of using just name, which I think is more descriptive. So this should be first name and this should be full name. What we can do is set up a compound assignment operator, and the reason the author is doing this is so we can show that this is a compound assignment operator. So here we're using name equals Ray, and then name concatenated with Harris, so that these two expressions are equivalent. It's just that this one uses a compound operator. They both turn into Ray Harris in the end. 3 ways to increment a counter variable. So here's a variable called count that we're going to use for a counter. We can set that equal to 1, and then we can use the standard, which would be count equal to count plus 1. We could use the compound assignment operator. So we could say count equals 1, and then count plus equals 1, which would be the same thing again as this expression. Again, something to get used to. You don't have to use these compound assignment operators, but you'll see it a lot out there because a lot of developers do. Whether you use it or not is completely up to you. And the third way would be to use the increment operator, where we've got count equal to 1, and then we're using the increment operator to increment. Some more examples. So how to append numeric data to a string variable. So here we've got message equals months, and then months equals 120. We can concatenate message with months, and message eventually turns into months colon space 120. And then how to work with numeric data. We set up subtotal to equal 2450. Then subtotal plus equals 7550, so that's going to be an addition, so that then we get to 100. And then if we take subtotal, multiply equals 0.9, we get 100 times 0.9, which equals 90. All right, so those are some of the arithmetic expressions that we have in PHP. You will see a lot of this. Again, this is just an introduction. We will get much more into this in later chapters and examples.